Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. I think you guys all noticed today was a pretty big day for XRP. And I'm not just talking about the price, I'm talking about everything within the community too. People are just going insanely bullish on this coin right now as things are just looking good. We're happy, everybody's happy, and let me know down below if you are excited about XRP. Let me know in the comment section. Just write, yes, I'm excited, or something like that. Having said that, today, I want to give you guys a little bit of a summary about what we talked in the stream, which is 1.5 hours long. I understand not everybody has time for that. And also give you guys the most important dates for XRP in a little overview. So I'm going to start with that. The most important dates for XRP are, first of all, Mr. Garlinghouse and Mr. Larson's motion to dismiss are due on April 12th. So that's again one of the earliest things we're interested in. It's going to be in about 3 days from now. So that is right around this area here. It's going to be in a couple of days. Then we are interested in the John Dean motion to intervene, which is due April 19th. So that again is a little bit further, but still it's just 1 week, right? You get it? It's just an interval of 1 week. And then 1 week later, the SEC's motion to strike Ripple's lack of due process and fair notice. Affirmative defense is due on Thursday, April 22nd, 2021, which once more is just a week later. And all you kind of got to have in your back of your head is like every Monday from now on is going to be an interesting date. And the reason I kind of started the stream anyway was to actually talk to you guys about the price. Now, this cup and handle here was mostly for fun, as I personally did not really attach too much to it, but there were a couple of things really interesting, and that was Bitcoin, which as you can see right now is going in a sort of trend, and Bitcoin on Prime XBT. But we cannot pop that up anymore because I'm logged out for idling. What it showed in there though is that we're hitting the bottom of the channel on Bitcoin on the daily chart, and we're wondering, are we going to retest the upper area or are we going to bounce from here? That was mostly the discussion, that was mostly the debate. Right now, the way it's looking is that all coins are going to be picking up because Bitcoin is picking up and things are looking good. It looks like we're going to retest and bounce back again. And as long as we keep making higher lows, the altcoin season can continue, the one that is happening right now. And that is what we're really waiting for, what we're excited for. So in the whole live stream, we were basically talking mostly about that. We are still extremely bullish on XRP. And the reason... No, I should say differently. The consequences of the price not falling down, or actually, yeah, partially the reason the price doesn't fall down is because people are just excited about the project. There were a ton of people who were laughing at me for buying XRP dip. I told you guys I'm buying it twice. This is during the live stream. We bought it. I'm really happy about it still because we're in profit right now, but it's also really intuitive. Every time the price goes down 10%, I buy. It works like a charm because we're in a bullish market. If you look at Bitcoin's broader perspective, and Bitcoin is the one I always look at to determine what the market is doing, you can see we're looking extremely bullish. On an XRP chart, these things get a little bit skewed because the chart is odd and a little bit off because of everything that's been happening. I mean, it looks extremely bullish, yes, but it's a little bit annoying because of the lawsuit that happened right here. So I'm personally holding Bitcoin as kind of a baseline. The correlation between Bitcoin and XRP is actually really quite small. I don't think we have it open anymore. Yeah, we do. It's actually not even that large. It's 0.29 for Bitcoin on a 30-day basis, and even on a yearly basis, it's 0.32. You would think that the correlation between Bitcoin and XRP would be really greater, but no, it's actually really not at all, which I thought was pretty damn interesting. Having said that, I still believe it's going to decide the market though. I mean, honestly, do you really think XRP can rise completely independently of Bitcoin? I would say in some cases, yes. For example, a big relisting like Coinbase, which still could happen either one of these days, or really something insanely crazy during the lawsuit. But generally, it's going to follow the direction of Bitcoin like we're seeing right now, which means if Bitcoin is going to fall down from here and correct heavily, that altcoins will suffer the same fate, so will XRP. However, since we are still going up right now, since things are still looking good, at least in my opinion, things are still looking good. That's just my thought about the whole process. It kind of means XRP is solidified here. Why we haven't pumped like crazy, why we haven't touched 150 or anything like that, is because we already got a huge amount of gains in the last couple of days. And without Bitcoin really confirming it, it's still one of the best performers. It is still ridiculously crazy. XRP went, let's see here, just a 1 week, right? So within this week here, 70-80% up. That is insane, specifically insane if you consider that they have the most, or one of the most important lawsuits in crypto history going on for themselves right now. And then I guess I should also explain to you guys the broader perspective. I've been calling out on Patreon what coins I'm buying if you're really interested in what specific coins, but I've also been explaining why I'm so ridiculously bullish on crypto. Now, a little thing that I can already tell you guys, I guess, is that it's really from the back end of things. If you start to look at it, David Schwartz has explained crypto is going nowhere. And a ton of these bankers and whatnot have also explained it cannot go anymore. The worst case is that there's some heavy regulations, but in the end of things, it'll always be figured out by the community. Here, Fidelity Digital believes Bitcoin adoption is now at its tipping point. Recently, we've read so many articles about these big wealth managers entering the space. We're seeing so many huge companies coming in, but also on the same side, a little bit differently though, Bloomberg report says Bitcoin is replacing gold faster than expected. It is all happening so quickly, but it's all happening right now. Bitcoin has devalued the price of gold against silver for the first time since 1980. The price development of Bitcoin is showing a high correlation with the US government bonds. Treasuries beat gold when people aren't too worried about inflation, while gold wins when there are inflationary concerns, except the present, both are failing. Once more, crypto is coming in, Bitcoin is hitting it up. Now, what's the point of all of this? It is to show that crypto is here to stay, Bitcoin specifically, but crypto from the broader perspective are also here to stay. And what does that mean? Well, since crypto is here to stay, all we're going to witness with Bitcoin is potentially a small correction. And we might get, of course, a bigger correction, but that's a small likely. We're most likely going to see a little bit of a small correction. And what does that mean? That actually means that altcoins can still continue to rise. Right now, VChain, for example, is a really specific coin that is doing amazing at the time where Bitcoin is actually trading sideways still. Why? Well, as we said before, it is altcoin season. Provably, it's altcoin season. And this will only stop if Bitcoin deteriorates like crazy. As long as Bitcoin goes sideways or there's still a lot of faith in Bitcoin, which is going to stay maybe forever, altcoin season can flourish. It is all about the huge Bitcoin correction, but how huge can it really be? People will not lose all their faith anymore. So it could really be that we're never going to see a correction as heavy as the last time, where really prices fall by 90 or so percent, or at least for Bitcoin like 70, no, also maybe like, I don't know how much it fell, let's say 80% or so. That is not going to happen potentially anymore, ever, mostly because there's a basis of faith right now. Now, Bitcoin can still always fall to 20,000, 25, who knows, right? It can't always do that. However, falling so ridiculously much, same thing for altcoins, falling 99%, it is a small chance, I would say. Mostly on the basis that there's just a lot of legitimacy to the space right now. There's much more faith. And XRP then specifically on that note, I don't think it really ever go anymore. As long as they fix this lawsuit, as long as they win. And again, the three most important dates right now are going to be the 12th, the 19th, and the 22nd. Hold up, there's a little interesting point there. It's actually Monday, and then Thursday. So that's another kind of incentive, though, for the price to stay up, if you start to think about it, right? I mean, if we got three important dates, Monday, Thursday, then if the price goes down right now, you're basically betting that one of these things is going to be negative. However, keep in mind, and mind you very much so, that if at one of these points there's a negative result, the price might go downwards. Or if people are really fearful of that specific date, the price might go downwards. It's something really important to understand, to have in the back of your head. Even though the chances are, I guess, not really known just quite yet, as everything is looking bullish, but you don't know what you're missing. And that's, again, one of the most important parts. It's not about what you don't know. It's about what you know for sure that was completely freaking false, right? Or it's about what you don't know that you don't know. Those types of things. Yeah. The 12th, Mr. Garlinghouse and Chris Larson's motion to dismiss are due next Monday. That's not necessarily a big thing. It's really going to depend, right? We'll see. John Dean's motion to intervene, that's the start of a bigger process, so that's definitely not big. And I would say April 22nd is one of the bigger ones, is the SEC's motion to strike Ripple's lack of due process and fair notice, affirmative defense. That's going to be the most important one, I would say, April 22nd. Once more, maybe there's April 12th is also going to be used. That's why the price is continuing upwards. But yeah, there's a lot of incentive for the price to stay as high as this. There's a lot of people just buying right now because of speculation regarding the lawsuit. And that will most likely continue on, which is why the price every time it goes up is building. You know, you've really seen in the last couple of weeks that the price just keeps kind of building upwards. Let me show you guys that from a 4-hour perspective. What you're noticing is every time it really kind of conquers a new level, it really stays around that area, right? It basically, you might say here, okay, the price fell down again to about 38 cents or so hereafter. But think about it. XRP just fell to about 17 cents. And then we got a kind of a pump and dump hype situation going on here. Here was really people being excited for not even an important date. It's mostly the 22nd though, right? This is really kind of a real date that people were excited about. So if you consider, we went from 17 cents or so to about here, you can see a little bit of a pump happening. we again made a new basis here at about 24 cents. Then we got another pump happening to about, let's say, 60 something cents. Again, we kind of formed a basis again at about 40 cents. Then we got another pump going here. You can see another basis at about 55 cents or so. Now we get another pump going to about $1.10, and most likely we'll form another basis at around 90 cents or so from right now forward. That's again because we got a lawsuit going on, so extremely bullish pressure there isn't too much of yet. But it might be coming as we get more positive results from the lawsuit. If you want something really big to push the price to the freaking millennium, I don't know where, just to the freaking moon, you gotta wait for a Coinbase relisting. That would go incredibly crazy, or Binance.us, but what are the chances of that? I am not sure. Guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto update.